If you're a facilities manager at a university, you know students rely on the cafeteria for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the occasional late-night snack. So when a dishwasher breaks down and dirty plates pile up, the mess hall can turn messy in the blink of an eye. Enter Grainger. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast delivery, the product you need now is never far away. So you can turn that dishwasher back into a lean, clean washing machine. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
O'Reilly. You need parts? O'Reilly Auto Parts has parts. Need them fast? We've got fast. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Are you ready for more independence as a financial advisor? Consider the RIA model. Schwab Advisor Services has helped thousands of advisors make the move. To find your path, start with Schwab at advisorservices.schwab.com/paths today.
Now you're listening to wrestling news that matters from people you want to hear it from, deep from within the confines of the internet. Covering WWE like no one else and covering TNA because no one else will. You are listening to the best in the world, Ring Rust Radio!
Brad Maddox.
I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright guys, time for another edition of Evergreen Content. This time, our top 10 list is Royal Rumble matches. The best Royal Rumble pay-per-view matches or just actual matches?
So it's not just the Rumble match. If there's a singles match, that counts. Any match that happened on the Royal Rumble pay-per-view ever.
Can I tell you what I did to throw a little caveat in here?
Something stupid? World War III?
I did no Royal Rumble Battle Royals. All mine are
That's not what the thing
non-Battle
was.
Royal matches.
I have 2 on here.
I have
3.
I have 5.
I have 0.
It's the fucking Royal Rumble. You should have some on there.
I have 0.
Dumb.
I interpreted
I'm
this
just going to go
list.
on record saying it's dumb.
Well, listen, it's like an interpretive dance. You can't tell me I'm wrong. It's how I feel.
I'm doing it.
Okay, good.
Dumb.
That's good. It's very ignorant.
I have
Okay.
some honorable mentions.
Oh, well.
Oh, me too. I usually don't.
Hey.
Explain to people how they vote for this and shit, please, first.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So these are our top 10 lists. We've been having a lot of fun with these. Some people complain. We don't give a fuck. We're going to keep doing it because we have fun with them. Patreon.com/RingRustRadio. After our lists, we put a poll there. You can vote who has the best top 10 list. Leave a comment. Read the best comments in there. Really fun.
I agree. It's really fun.
God, you really know how to put shit over, dude. Holy
Hell yeah,
fuck,
man. I want to get into the list.
I do think top 10 lists are very fun, and I think that if people don't like it, they're kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
I think you are an asshole because when podcasts I listen to do stuff like this, I have a lot of fun listening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're a total mark though. So that's
we don't like that you're not recording on this specific Tuesday. We don't like that you.
I want to
decided
hear
stay
you
and record
talk
6
about
hours on a certain day.
No,
so
it's
you get
not,
ahead.
that's not what it is about. It's I want to hear you talk about current wrestling. I want to hear your exact thoughts on everything that's happening.
That for fucking 12 years.
No one cares.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Not one person ever gives us feedback saying they like it or don't like it until we either don't do it or do something else. I don't care what you think about horror. Radio silence when we talk about wrestling. All right, you know what? Guess what? Don't care.
No,
We're doing this shit because we love it. That's why. And we love you.
Honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions.
Chronological order.
I did that too.
Jericho versus Benoit ladder match.
That's on my list.
Yep.
Hold up. Jericho Benoit. Considerably higher on my list.
Significantly higher than.
That's fine.
Not on
We
the list.
determined on the ladder match one that BG hates that match.
That's right. Maybe it's because he's a murderer, but I'm not sure. He killed my heart in that match, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. The 2002 Royal Rumble, the 2004 Royal Rumble, the 2005 Royal Rumble, and the
1997, 1994.
No. The Rock vs. CM
I have the Rock.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly.
You need parts? O'Reilly Auto Parts has parts. Need them fast? We've got fast. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Right now, get up to a $15 gift card after rebate when you purchase select Superstart batteries exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
CM Punk got my honorable mention.
Yeah, so that's my honorable mentions list.
I also have a match that probably nobody else knows or cares about, but I love it because I watched it a million times on VHS.
Oh,
The Rockers versus the Orient Express from 1991, the opening match. If you like just a regular old fucking tag team match, that's a classic.
I will say to you, Mike, and I mean this in the bottom of my heart, I've actually come to enjoy these things because I get to sprinkle in some old wrestling with the new stuff, because the new stuff I'm over watching modern wrestling as a whole, but the old stuff I still have a very much a fond spot in my heart for it. That is a great match and was only excluded from this list because of one of the participants.
I got you, Shawn Michaels. And I don't have it on my honorable mention, but 1 year later, opening match of 92 is the New Foundation versus the Orient Express, and that's Jim Neidhart and Owen Hart, and that was also a great match.
Yes, sir.
We retro that.
Yeah. Also on my honorable mention, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Last Man Standing, 2004.
Yep.
2007 Royal Rumble match where it comes down to HBK and Undertaker, one of the greatest final twos ever.
Yep. It's on my list.
Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan, 2014. I know that's Donnie's number one probably. But
Significantly higher.
John Cena versus AJ Styles, 2017. I know that's probably BG's number two. Didn't quite make it.
No, but it's on my list.
Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks, 2019.
That was pretty good.
Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, 2023. Probably on BG's list, definitely not on Donnie's list.
Didn't
Is that the last
make
man
the
standing?
list.
No, that was the one where the aftermath was Sammy like helping him.
Oh, not on my list.
The only reason it almost made my list was because of that aftermath, but I didn't quite make it. All right, let's do this shit.
Let's do it.
Who wants to go first?
I will.
Okay.
Number 10. Remember, no Royal Rumble matches made
very
my
dumb.
list of Royal Rumble matches. But it, it's gotta be
Do
important.
you like hear that and realize how fucking stupid that is?
I just think it's
I honestly don't think it's that terrible.
Well, it is terrible because if we should have done the list we should have done then is to exclude the Rumble match.
No.
But we didn't.
I make my own choices. I'm
And there's
an
not
American.
10 regular matches better than the best Rumble match.
Well, I'm about to prove that wrong.
You won't. I promise you won't.
Number 10 is John Cena versus AJ Styles, 2017.
Mm-hmm. It's on my list.
EG has that significantly.
I have it higher.
I got him, and he's got it at 7 is my guess.
That's so true.
He's very predictable.
I have it 7. That's a great match.
It's
though.
a great match. And listen,
It is.
AJ
It was probably
Styles,
my number 11, to be honest with you.
You're such a piece of shit. You're such a bandwagon fan. This is what I'm talking
What does that
about.
mean?
Saying 11 when you
Yeah,
that thing I forgot. Oh, you're right. That's 11.
I didn't forget. I mentioned it. I said it was in
That's
my
11. Oh, I forgot it.
That was such a
You know
good
what?
match.
I'm gonna make it a fucking dishonorable mention because of the stupid shit you're saying.
And it was better than New Japan Pro Wrestling that month, Mike.
Oh, very
It
true.
was certainly not, but it was the best. It might have been one of John Cena's best matches ever. And AJ Styles was a fucking star.
Absolutely.
Can I say something to you? I was thinking about John Cena the other day. Remember that one short little period that he had where he did that backpack stunner thing off the springboard backpack stunner?
During the U.S. Open.
It was when the open challenges, and he was pretending to like really care about his in-ring work for a little while.
Crushed it.
He was doing like Hurricane Rana.
He didn't crush it. He did not crush it.
Crushed it, man.
Crushed
He's so
it.
It
good.
was fun concept. I really enjoyed that.
He's still so good.
Okay, BJ. Not doing
My number 10, we've talked about it recently, has one of the greatest debuts of all time. 2 amazing wrestlers of the time period. The best Royal Rumble pay-per-view of all time. The Royal Rumble 2000, Kurt Angle versus Taz.
That was like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm
Amazing.
absolutely.
I mean,
not,
if it was moments, it would be on my list. But
Great match.
so stupid.
it was an amazing debut though, for sure.
You're so stupid.
And it was a very fun match. They only got 5 minutes and they crushed it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I shortchanged them 3 minutes.
See?
My number 10 from 1998, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker casket match. HBK, Undertaker, 2 guys that have some of the best in-ring chemistry in the history of wrestling, of
This
course.
match sucked, dude.
It definitely did not suck.
Dude.
HBK hit his lower back on the casket. That's what made him lose his smile and have to retire for many years, but he fought through it because he's a fucking warrior, and he made it through, and he ended up dropping the title to Austin.
O'Reilly! You need parts? O'Reilly Auto Parts has parts. Need them fast? We've got fast. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly.
You need parts? O'Reilly Auto Parts has parts. Need them fast? We've got fast. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Right now, get up to a $15 gift card after rebate when you purchase select Superstart batteries exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
At WrestleMania. Also, at the aftermath of this match is really what makes me put it on this. Kane comes out and fucking lights the casket on fire with The Undertaker inside, which, as a 9-year-old, or at this time, 8-year-old, that was fucking awesome.
That was awesome.
It's so stupid. This is
Going off the air with Undertaker being burned in the casket.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
You're
cool.
a real
You know
mark.
for
How
sure
would you
you
not
thought
like
was
that?
fucking cool.
How could you not like that, Tom?
Oh no, I definitely thought it was cool. You guys are ranking moments or matches here? Because I'm confused.
Well, there was a long
match
match
sucked.
and then an awesome
The
moment
match
after.
sucked.
I ranked the match.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I thought that's what we were doing
The
here,
whole,
but I guess
the
I
whole
was
thing,
wrong.
man. You good?
I'm fine. Okay, let's go to number
Didn't
9.
you have like Daniel Bryan and Jack Perry as like match of the fucking year because of the post-match angle?
He did.
No, I had because they had a 30-minute classic.
Oh,
Hey.
okay.
Don't let facts get in the way of a good story.
My number 9 is Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and Seth Rollins from 2015.
A little bit higher.
I have that a little bit higher.
I like that match a lot.
Yeah,
Hell
that
of
was
a match.
fucking
One of the
awesome.
greatest triple threats of all time, I would
I
say.
agree. That was so much fun.
I agree. I don't know. It
shit.
was very good wrestling overall. And for the
Yeah.
record, that's 2 in the top 10 for John Cena.
I was about to say, Donnie. Look at
Yeah, I didn't like it. Did not like it, but it's here. So,
that.
BJ?
It's the Royal Rumble. My number 9 Mike mentioned it. It's the 2007 Royal Rumble.
Good
all
choice.
because of the final two.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the most memorable Royal Rumbles for that reason, where they just had a fucking awesome match at the end of it.
One of the most
Like,
memorable years ever. What happened again? I forget.
2007? I mean, that's upsetting.
I mean,
HBK and Undertaker as the final
that's
two
right.
of the
That's
Rumble.
right. The old guys putting themselves over for a fucking.
Oh, that's what you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. Got it.
It was awesome.
I don't know what.
Another
Donnie's talking
circle
about.
jerk.
Who doesn't
Did
love
you
a good circle?
in between recording go downstairs and talk to that fucking drug addict that was on your street?
No, I didn't. No.
Get something from him?
No, I didn't. I just think that. I think
Seems like
that.
you did.
I think that the whole Undertaker.
Was on crack.
I think the whole Undertaker and Shawn Michaels saga is vastly overrated.
No.
Yes.
Don't be stupid.
I do.
There's
I
certain
believe
things to be
it.
stupid about. This ain't
No,
one of them.
from the bottom of my heart, I believe it's vastly overrated. And I think that that Triple H versus him match with Shawn Michaels as ref is the most overrated match in wrestling history.
Well, you already said that.
Wrestling history.
It is. I mean it, dude. It is overbooked.
Says the guy who said
It is
recently.
overbooked. It is overbooked trash, and people tell me it's treasure. You are wrong. You are trying to sell me fucking old McDonald's cases for $45. No, thank you.
What does that mean?
It's trash. I'm saying it's trash. It's trash.
What's a McDonald's case?
Like a Happy Meal box.
A box? Why'd you call it a case?
Because words escape
I
me
mean,
at
some of the
times.
old Happy Meal boxes could be pretty cool depending on what, like,
Yeah,
the
cool.
foil
I
is.
got one
Yeah.
for $45 for you, dude. It's in
You
the
saw
shape
some
of
Monopoly.
Is it rare?
It's in the shape of Undertaker and Shawn Michaels.
I would buy an Undertaker and Shawn Michaels Happy Meal box for sure.
Cool. Well, I'll make one for you.
Right.
It's
Donnie's
kind of shocking
motherfucking
that
Randy
like
Savage
WWF
son.
or WWE never had like a Happy Meal.
I'm sure. I'm 100% sure they have.
They didn't.
I'll look it up.
I think maybe there was like a Burger King thing in like 2006 or some weird time frame, but when they were red hot Attitude Era, how did they not have a Happy Meal?
Yeah. Maybe
Anyway.
Happy Meals weren't collabing yet.
So there is a forum.wrestlingfigs.com.
Mike's on there. He's
Good.
go-
I'm not
WWF
on there, but I have been.
Got
he's mouth gaping.
It literally
55?
has WWE ever worked with McDonald's, and the first post is Chris Jericho working at McDonald's in a video on YouTube.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Work at McDonald's.
And then
I've
someone
learned
just
nothing.
goes, only thing I can think of is King Mabel looks like Grimace.
This is
Big
why
purple.
this is why message boards were a good time to be around. You know what I mean?
Oh, Mike's
Yeah.
right. They had a couple of promotions here in the UK with the Burger King.
Yeah,
you go.
Mike. Of
I
course,
know.
Mike knows this shit because he's a fucking dork with this shit. This is his hobby.
Wrestling is his hobby, yeah. So is ours, Donnie.
No matter how badly you don't want it to be, it is.
Right. Mike, you're number 9.
Yes, number 9, the 2018 Men's Royal Rumble match. That is the Royal Rumble won by Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yep.
2018 Rumble as a whole was fucking awesome. Both the Rumble matches were great. This one was like perfectly done, almost. I mean, Shinsuke, BG was calling for him to win for 7 years back when he was still in New Japan.
Damn right.
It finally happened, 2018 Men's Rumble, but the way they did it, like, came down to the end with him and Roman, and people were very legitimately afraid Roman was going to win there. And they made it look like he was going to win, and Shinsuke still pulled it off. So it's like, even though you thought Shinsuke was probably going to win going in, you weren't 100% sure, especially him going against Roman. I really liked how they played that off. Unfortunately, never fucking really followed up on Shinsuke winning. Never won a world title, which sucks, but that moment in and of itself was amazing.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Great.
Not for
Good
me.
analysis.
Not for me.
That definitely was for you.
Yeah, it was for all of us.
Was it? No. Next one.
It's on you.
You,
8.
number 8.
Oh, my number 8 is Becky Lynch versus Asuka 2019. I went back, watched a couple matches because I was like, okay, I actually forgot a couple of these matches took place. And there's one match that we'll get to in a few minutes I hadn't seen in forever. And I fucking fell in love with it again. I watched it
So
two
was that
times.
the one that she won against Asuka or lost? Because they faced each other in back-to-back years.
I think she lost, and then she enters she beats someone up to enter the Royal Rumble
right, she
and
beat
win.
up Lana. Well, she didn't. Well, Lana got beat up, and then she just was like, "I'm gonna take the spot."
Mhm.
Yeah. That's good
Pretty
shit.
sure that's what it was. Yeah.
Very good. Very good shit. DJ?
My number 8 is the triple threat that Donnie mentioned: Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Seth Rollins, 2015. Awesome match. Right, the next day, fucking Dean Ambrose just walks to Philly in the snow.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
god.
exactly-
Oh yeah,
that
it
was
was
a
that
great
one
time.
where they had the blizzard.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
A little post-match angle for you.
That was like a great episode of Raw. Like we were
Yeah.
so disenchanted with Raw at that time. We were like,
Mhm.
all right, so we just get some like awesome sit-down interviews. We get Dean Ambrose in the snow, and they replay the Rumble match. Let's do it.
That was fun.
My number 8. It's from 1999. It's The Rock vs. Mankind I Quit match.
Ooh, let me tell you,
Fire.
Mike, significantly, actually, what number are we on?
8.
Well, a little bit higher.
A little bit.
A little higher, yeah, me too.
Yeah, okay.
I misread. I was like, oh shit, that's that. No, that's over here. No, so it's a little bit higher. Not a lot higher,
This
but a
is-
little bit higher.
This is one of those ones where I think if you would have asked me in 1999, I would have had this like at or near the top.
Oh, yeah.
It's one that is very tough to watch in retrospect.
If
like,
you're a
with all
fucking
the-
pussy, like who cares? Like they agreed to it. They got their brains fucking bashed in.
Yeah,
What do
but-
you- hold on, was football hard to watch when fucking
Yeah.
Lito Shepherd lights up fucking Reggie pussy ass Bush? No, dude. When Chuck
I don't like
Bednarik
Reggie Bush.
laid fucking Kathy Griffin's old man in the fucking dirt, that shit's great to watch. I love that shit, dude. Don't be a pussy about it.
You mean Frank Gifford?
Yeah.
Kathy Griffith's husband, Frank Gifford.
Yeah, Kathy
You
Gifford.
mean Kathy Lee Gifford's
Yeah,
husband?
yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Listen, yeah,
I'm
all
not
I
gonna
know,
let that shit
all
slide.
I know is old Chucky fucking Iron Block put that bitch in the fucking dirt, dude. And I'm
Anyway.
not apologizing for it, cause your brain don't work so good when you get old. Guess what?
Anyway.
None of our shit works when we're old, dude.
There you
Anyways, watching that match now, you really do like all the fucking chair shots to the head, and then like in the years that follow, like Mankind was like, you know, The Rock never like checked on me after the match after he scrambled my fucking brain 20 times with a steel chair. With that said, it was still a fucking amazing match. Like The Rock getting on like commentary in the middle of the match, like one of the best things. And the ending so creative, like
Mhm.
playing the recording of Mankind saying I quit. But they, like, I just remember like watching that in '99, thinking like this is fucking crazy. But
Yeah.
I love that match.
Honestly,
That's
99
awesome. They
me
go all
thought that
around
was incredible. That was very.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
just say right
It
now,
still is incredible.
that
They
was
go
my-
all around the arena.
that's my number 6.
That's my number 6 also.
There you go.
So because from the bottom of my heart, I adored that whole entire angle, and uncomfortable if you're weak. It's violent in nature. It's a sign of the times. So I love that very much. But I think the whole microphone in the mouth, like with the play, I love all that. That was such a fucking attitude era moment too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Donnie, your number 7?
my number 7 is Undertaker slipped on because he's on the right side of history. And it's his match against Rey Mysterio in 2010. I love it. Yes, I love this match. Not
Brother,
super
I
long.
started watching again in 2010. This match should be nowhere near that.
I had to watch this. I've never seen this.
This match
It's fine.
is
but
awesome.
It's not a
No,
top
it's-
10 Royal Rumble match.
Yes, it
apparently.
is. Yes, it is.
Apparently it's number
Yo,
7.
It's number 7. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for saying that, because that's what it is. You
Couldn't
know what I-
put one of the Rumble matches on there, but fucking this match makes it. That's crazy.
The fact that you could sit here and shit on this is out of control. Rey Mysterio at doing some of his best work here, and Undertaker honestly still going strong. This was a surprisingly, again, didn't remember this match at all. Watched it back because I think it's like 12 minutes or 10 minutes. Not,
nice.
Oh yeah,
not-
it definitely
not-
deserves.
Not long. Here's the thing, Mike. It is fucking
Mike
go
doesn't.
crazy it is awesome. Undertaker is awesome in this match. I love this match.
Were you watching wrestling during this time, Donnie?
We had
2010?
yes, we had come back at the end of 2000. I had started college in 2006.
Who the fuck's we?
7. Me and my friend Mike, who I always watched. Michael. And yeah, so we had just probably gotten back in at the end of 2009. So this
Did
would have
Moya
been.
get you back into wrestling? Or did
He never
get
got out.
back?
He never got out of wrestling.
Oh.
So it was. I hadn't hung out with him in a while because I'd been working. But then I was going to college again, so I got to see him more, and then
Aw.
it was good.
That's
yeah,
cute.
it's very cute. We're cute together. He's
It's
doing
cute,
good.
it's cute.
He's got MS. He's actually completely disabled now.
Holy shit.
Said.
Yeah, so why don't you mock him a little less? Okay?
I wasn't mocking anyone.
Now he's got a lot of time for wrestling. I make fun that he's like the prototypical wrestling guy because he's stuck in his chair. And he's like, fuck.
That's going to be you soon, so I wouldn't do it.
Dude. No, it's all right. At that point, I'll be doing good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, watch that match. You'll like it.
I'll watch it. My number 7 is AJ Styles and John Cena.
There you go. There it is. Look at you, big man.
You nailed it.
I know. I always do. Mike?
My number 7 is Brock versus Cena versus Seth Rollins from 2015, as was previously mentioned. One of the best triple threats ever, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Donnie, number 6. Oh, you said it. You said it was Mankind and Ryan. I also had that number 6.
I was waiting for you to jump in there and say that. I agree.
Yeah.
And again,
I agree.
If you fucking
yes, I agree with you.
If you have fucking issues with fucking CTE, maybe don't be a bitch about it. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like,
what I love about that match is they go all around the arena. I love when they do that in hardcore matches.
Yeah.
They go everywhere. So much fun.
It can be overused at times, but when done,
sure.
when incorporated correctly, it can be nice. I think that's was it Miz and Shane McMahon?
Yeah, that WrestleMania.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That is Miz's best match to me. Because they went all around.
No, him and Dolph, but that was a very good match.
Absolutely not. But that's funny, you can only think of 2.
I can think of a million, but I'm just saying him and Dolph is his best match.
That's the only ones you got.
Okay. Him against Seth and Finn at WrestleMania that we went to.
Yeah,
awesome match.
That was mid-card mafia shit right there. Good.
Mike, your number 6.
My number 6 is Chris Jericho versus Chris Benoit ladder match, 2001. As I said before, I think it's one of the best ladder matches ever. I'm just a sucker for the types of ladder matches where like you don't need to use 1,000 ladders and do necessarily any kind of crazy shit, but you can work just a great match that involves a ladder. That's why I liked Shawn Michaels versus Razor matches so much, and I feel like Jericho and Benoit were similar in that respect.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was a great technical match that happened to have a ladder involved, and then the ladder became the focal point. Benoit and Jericho 2001 is my 4th best Royal Rumble match of all time.
Wow.
No, fifth.
Oh, there you go. All right, perfect.
So then we go into
anything you would like to add? Tony, do you have anything to add about that match?
I'm just glad Kevin Sullivan
there you go.
has been...
My number 5 is the 2001 Royal Rumble.
Did not make my list.
I have it a little bit higher.
I love this Royal Rumble. Up until my next match, it was the best Royal Rumble for me. But this one, just so much fun. So I like the hardcore element. Kane sets a fucking record. I didn't like the Drew Carey stuff though. But Stone Cold winning.
I mean, for a couple seconds, it was funny.
Yeah. But this Royal Rumble has it all at that time, and it was predictable. You knew Stone Cold was going to win. It was to the point where I was like, oh, I kind of wanted just Kane to win this, but we knew we were getting Austin and The Rock. So.
Yeah, there you go. Didn't make my list, Mike.
My number 5 is the 2018 Women's Royal Rumble match, won by Asuka, the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match. I remember we were hyped for this. For a long time we talked about man, it would be cool if they did it. Yeah, it would be cool if they did it. I understand for a long time they literally didn't have enough women to even do it, but then they decided to actually care about women's wrestling, and they did it, and I mean, it was fucking awesome. They gave the shine to the women on the roster, brought back a bunch of legends.
I skipped it.
Yeah. You had Lita and Trish. You had Ronda coming out afterwards, which was cool. And Asuka was the ideal winner. She was still undefeated at that time. Wins the Rumble, goes on to face Charlotte at WrestleMania. Just such a historic moment in WWE and in women's wrestling in general. So.
Had the chance to go to 2018 Royal Rumble in Philadelphia. Said no thanks.
You really should have gone.
Won't support WWE.
And two amazing Rumble matches on that show.
Yeah.
2 top 10 matches.
I went to NXT instead.
That was a good choice too.
And I had a live Ring Rust Radio without you guys, so it was even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't even Ring Rust Radio.
For us.
Mm-hmm. It's not true.
It was a one-man show. You're like The Undertaker.
It was me, Joe, and Vaughn. We were way better.
I mean, I like Vaughn.
That's like Bad Shield.
Plan out. Okay.
Your number 4?
My number 4 is Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, 2003.
Well, I gotta higher than that.
Oh, okay.
A little bit higher.
Sorry.
Did not make my list.
Did not really?
What?
Yeah.
Why?
How?
Didn't.
It's a great match. A really great match.
One of the
It
best
is.
technical matches ever.
Yeah, I agree with that actually. And I watched it back, and it's just like
Dude.
two dudes just like going toe to toe like a motherfucker.
They got a standing ovation for that.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, there's a lot of matches on my list that you guys don't have that are greatest matches of all time.
I will say
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
Jericho and Benoit? Yeah.
This is egregious. This is egregious, and this is stupid. And honestly, you look pretty stupid for not having this on your list. Not even an honorable mention?
Nah.
Yeah, wow.
Yikes, dude.
It wasn't as good as Rockers versus Orient Express.
Yikes. It was way better. Way better.
Okay.
Oof.
Wow.
Oof.
This match was so good, even though Benoit was in, I had to put it on.
Mm-hmm. Oof. That's ugly. You're ugly inside.
I hold no like care for 2003 to 2008.
Dude,
Go back and watch the match and tell me it's not a great match. What are you even talking about?
Dude.
I go back and watch. Hold on. I was not around or didn't have a fond spot in my heart for fucking Mid-South until I went through the whole catalog, watched it, and I love it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's fine. I mean, I've seen it before. I've seen every Royal Rumble in its entirety.
Wow, that's really great.
They
You still have this bad of opinions. That's weird. That's weird.
I mean, you're missing a lot of stuff from your list.
Waste
That's
of
what
your
it
time.
is.
I'm not missing a goddamn thing.
You sure are. You have Undertaker versus Rey Mysterio from 2010 on your list.
Yeah. It's a great match. Fun, great match. Check it out. You don't even know. When was the last time you saw it?
I saw it as it happened.
That's not true. You know that's not true.
It is true.
You know that's not true.
It's 100% true.
Go ahead.
My number 4 is the 2020 Men's Royal Rumble, which you may remember, Donnie, is when Keith Lee and Brock Lesnar go toe-to-toe.
Yeah, that was great.
And it's one of the most memorable moments in Royal Rumble history for me, of the Royal Rumble matches. And Drew comes in there afterwards and just fucking kicks Brock in the fucking face and sends him flying out.
Well,
and
after
Ricochet
Ricochet kicked him in the dick.
Sure.
That is true. He did get a dick kicked in there first.
And then they had a squash match in February on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I got it a bit higher.
Oh,
Second.
look at you.
Oh.
Huh.
Mike, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is the 2001 Royal Rumble match.
Oh, okay.
DG mentioned before, one of the most fun Royal Rumbles, easily. The hardcore Rumble, having like Raven and all those guys just bringing in the weapons, and that shit was fun. Kane dominating was fun as hell. And I agree with BG, like, looking back, it's like you almost wish that Kane just would have won because of how awesome he was in that match, but, it didn't really make sense, but it still would have been cool. And, I don't know, it was just like all the star power in that Rumble. Fun little spots.
What year was Mil Mascaras eliminating himself?
97.
97, right? That's a good one. That was a good spot.
Or it might have been 96. It was either 96 or 97, but that was they randomly had I think they had some kind of working relationship going with either
for 1
CM
year.
or AAA. Yeah.
And I will say this at the bottom of my heart. It was a reaction to WCW as usual, but I will say this from the bottom of my heart. Mil Mascaras is one of the most famous wrestlers in history of the world. And no one cared when he came here. And he was there for 3 minutes and never was here again. It's so wild.
He's also hated within the wrestling business because he never wanted to put anybody over or anything.
Well, nah, that's just kind of called the
He was like the Hogan of Mexico.
Real quick, that's just called the wrestling business? Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ricky Morton just said he was at a local indie show, and he's like, there's fucking 25 people here. And the guy just said to me, I don't want to hurt my reputation if I lose. And I'll punch him in his fucking mouth. Good.
You, number 3.
Number 3, I have Kevin Owens against Dean Ambrose.
No.
Yep.
I knew you were going to have this.
Yep.
No,
this
match,
match
the match was fine.
Was
not even close to
awesome. Let me borrow a quote from the most overrated wrestler of all time. Awesome, dude. I really listen.
I remember Donnie.
I loved it then. I love it now.
I really don't want to hear it. To have that match and I have the 2001 Royal Rumble match.
I didn't have Royal Rumble matches.
Well, that's stupid.
The Royal Rumble matches are great. Listen, love a good battle royal, but I don't think it's fair to judge it against these kind of matches.
It's 100% fair to judge it.
I don't think it is, dude. I don't think it is. It's a whole different style.
Absolutely is.
It's like judging cricket against baseball.
It doesn't make any sense.
Both got a
They're
bad.
kind of similar.
Care to clarify?
They're kind of similar. Yeah, like he just said, they're kind of similar. But they're different.
Not really.
One I can understand. One I have no
one
idea.
I can understand. One I can never understand.
I tried.
$100 million.
I fucking tried. And they're like, well, you gotta bounce the ball to the spigots and you gotta flip it over. Can't go too fast. You have to stay in on your nickels. You're like, what? What am I doing?
My number 3 is Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit.
Wow, Mike didn't have it on his list. I hope when you're voting at home,
I got something much better as my number.
I hope when you're voting at home, you realize how fucking stupid. When he's running his mouth about his 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, all those dumb shit matches that didn't deserve to be there, he couldn't make a place for Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit.
We have The Undertaker versus Rey Mysterio from 2010.
Why? When was the last time you saw the match? Because you're talking shit on it like you know it.
I don't know, probably.
You're talking shit on it like you know it, dude, because you don't know it.
I do know.
Watch it again. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
No, watch it again. Yeah, I know.
Though.
I mean, the names of the guys sounds awesome in it.
Yeah, love them.
But the matches it's fine.
Wow. Honestly, dream match.
Sure. I guess. My number 3?
Yeah.
Did you do your number 3?
You can jump anytime, you fucking Mark Buster.
Mine is
Pour more salt in your sneakers.
The 1992 Royal Rumble match won by Ric Flair. For many years, this was what I consider to be the greatest Rumble match of all time. It has been surpassed. Little spoiler. But, I mean, Flair winning, he had come into WWF not long before then, was always, top guy, WCW, NWA, and to win the title in that fashion was, like, historic. Really what put it, there's so much star power in this match. Also, like, I think 20 something guys in this Royal Rumble ended up being Hall of Famers. What puts it over top, though, is the commentary. I would argue the greatest commentary job in pro wrestling history by Bobby the Brain Heenan in this match. Him, like, just openly rooting for Ric Flair the entire time. Gorilla Monsoon, despite Belt saying he's the worst commentator of all time, also awesome, playing like the straight man in this commentary team and like needling Heenan like the whole time. Like, just such an entertaining match. This is like what made me love Royal Rumble matches. Royal Rumble pay-per-view is probably still my favorite pay-per-view of all time, and Royal Rumble match is probably my favorite match type.
Yeah, it's a totally different match type, so I can't give it the nod on this list. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry, bud. Sorry.
Donnie, what's your number 2?
My number 2, a match I hadn't seen since Lucy was born, so at least 8 years, right? And it was a match that I remember the time, because I actually don't even know if I had ever seen this match. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. I really loved it. And when I went back, I loved it again. And when honestly, it's just one of those things where it wasn't something I remember from my childhood, so it doesn't stick in my brain all the time. Watch it again this time. I fucking love this match. It is Razor Ramon against Bret Hart, 1993. It is so fucking good.
We just
one of
we just did a match commentary on it.
Mm-hmm. It's so
awesome
good.
match.
Yeah.
But this is not the second best Royal Rumble match of all time.
It
not
is.
even close.
Not even when you don't
I am
include.
dumbfounded by this list.
Yeah.
At this point.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Well, are you done talking about this match?
Yeah.
Okay.
He might be missing something insane.
I think you're both missing potentially something.
I'm not missing something insane.
If you're talking about Cactus Jack against Triple H in 2000, whatever,
yeah,
did not make the list. Right, I was waiting to say did not. I'll make the list. Sorry about that.
Fucking dumb. But that wasn't even what I was going to say because I realized that's definitely not on your list.
Did not make the list.
The Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys tables match, Royal Rumble 2000.
Oh, no.
I actually think that match is a bit overrated.
I love that match, but I don't think it's a top.
Yeah, it's not on the level of the others. So.
Well, even the others. It's the best tables match.
Yeah, but I mean, then I got TLC and I got the 6 man.
No, but
I got like so many. I know I set it up.
Important.
I'll say this.
It's a cute step, but it's not that good.
Fuck you. The creativity of this match. They're setting up tables in so many different spots. They have the fucking
I'm an ECW fan, not creative. It's all stolen. Anyway.
Then Jeff Hardy does the fucking swanton off the fucking cab. Like, come on, dude. This shit was awesome.
Yeah, guess what?
Number 2.
Did not make my list.
In another list we're doing, it weighs heavily. I'll just say that. That match. But it's not, to me, not in my top 10. But very good match, though.
So what's your top 2? What's your 2 then, you big shithead?
I know my 2.
My number 2 is the 2020 Men's Royal Rumble match. Doesn't get much better than this. Just perfectly put together. It was a tale of 2 Rumbles, essentially. Brock dominates the first half of that Rumble, throwing everybody out. Like, that's something we talked about for a long time. Like, we talked about, like, oh, somebody should come in and literally eliminate the whole entire field. Brock didn't do that, but he did half the field, and it was just fucking great seeing him, like, dance around and wait for whoever's going to come in.
And the matchups. Honestly, each matchup itself presented a unique, it was like,
yes.
I wanted a little tail of the tape for everybody, like, he's never going to do this. You're like, yeah.
Like him and Keith Lee, like that stare down, amazing. Him and Shelton Benjamin, like they have a lot of history together, obviously, University of Minnesota, and they were tag team in OVW. Like, there's so many good little nods like that. Then, Drew comes in, ends up taking him out. Drew looks like an absolute fucking beast. Edge returns to pro wrestling before he became a traitor.
So it can't all be good.
Before he became a traitor.
He said it again so I could hear it.
Absolutely amazing. And then Drew wins it. He finally gets to the fucking top. It seemed like that was never going to happen. It was such a feel-good moment. And then the world shut down for many years after this. But before the world shut down, we got the 2020 Men's Royal Rumble. One of the greatest Royal Rumble match.
Some would say it's what caused the pandemic.
Damn, I wouldn't say that.
That's what I did. I just said it.
I think it was Randy Marsh did something.
I think it was Rudy Gobert, if I'm honest.
he contributed, that's for sure.
That's a big whoopsie on my part, my bad. Did you say your number 2? Did you say your number 2? What was your number 2?
That was my number 2. It's your
No, I'm saying I'm talking to BJ.
Yes, I did. The Hardy Boys and Dudleys.
Oh, that was dumb shit. I thought you were like just wanting to talk about that match. I didn't think you had a number 2. That shit sucked. That's a dumbass opinion, dude. Dumbass opinion, dude. Daniel Bryanson against Bray Wyatt. Honestly, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, it is one of my favorite matches of all time.
2014, right?
I love it.
2014.
Daniel Bryanson might be my favorite. He is slowly moving into the number 1 position as my favorite wrestler of all time.
Over the Macho Man.
Oh, well, right now, I would honestly, he's in the conversation.
You've been distancing yourself a little bit from Flair.
Yeah, because he keeps eating pussy on the train, and you just can't do that.
No,
dude.
that ain't why.
You can't do that, dude.
He's doing things.
Yeah. Well, no, Macho Man did some things. Everybody before 1989 did some horrible things, is what I realized, and I got to turn a blind eye to it. But yeah, you want my number 1 match? Yeah, I said it already.
1.
It was great. Yeah. Did you see his overalls?
It was Bray Wyatt's best match, easily.
Because Daniel Bryan's bumping his fucking ass off.
Daniel Bryan carried him.
It was one of the best cage matches you'll ever see in your life.
That wasn't a cage match.
Oh, that's not that match. Sorry, my bad.
Wow.
My bad.
You know what? I never want to hear you fucking criticize me again, because you don't even know what you were watching.
I'm looking at the wrong paper. I was looking at the wrong paper.
Yeah, you weren't.
I was. That's the next match. I was sorry. That's my bad. That's
what? There is no next match.
That was an MIB.
This is it. That was your number 1.
That was a MIB.
There are no more.
No, I meant in that series of matches between 2 of them. I'm just
DG, should we say it at the same time?
1, 2.
Can I mute this?
Oh, that's not nice. 3.
Triple H vs. Cactus Jack Street Fight Royal Rumble 2000.
Yo, that was awful, dude. Yo, legitimately, buy a clue. That was terrible, dude.
There's really no way, in my opinion, that you could have anything other than this as the number 1.
Can I tell you right now, from the bottom of my heart?
Perfect.
And this is from the bottom of my heart.
Just step away while we just talk about this for 30 minutes.
And as much as you shit on me for not having the Kurt Angle match on, this is way more egregious to leave this off.
This is absolutely egregious. This is one of the
greatest
feuds of all time. The match is incredible. The setting just at MSG, where Cactus Jack, He used to go there, Don. He used to hitchhike his way over to MSG. Here he is in the championship match.
Oh,
When
shut
You
up.
see Don Morocco face that murderer who jumped on him off the top
There
of
you
the cage.
go. Triple H.
He was
gets
trying
a
to kill him.
Triple H early in the match. He gets suplexed onto a wooden pallet and he gets stabbed. Right
Action in his leg, didn't he?
He gets impaled through his calf, and he
This is
still
insane.
wrestles because he's such a tough SOB. And they have the fucking barbed wire 2x4. They got the thumbtacks. Stephanie McMahon comes down. She's all distressed. It's incredible. It's 5 stars.
I hate when you describe things.
Unreal.
You make it infinitely worse in my memory. Because now when I watch it, I'll think of you being like, Stephanie McMahon comes out.
If you're telling people to rewatch matches, you should rewatch this one, because...
Sorry,
I'm over here rewatching The Undertaker and Rey Mysterio in 2010.
Guys, real quick, I got no time to rewatch that match. I do apologize. Sorry about that. No time at all.
I want to hear what Mike has to say about the greatest match of all time at the Royal Rumble.
I agree. Triple H versus Cactus Jack, by 2000. I can't say it any better.
There you go.
Yeah, because he sees
my
what a
favorite
real
match
mark
ever.
is on the situation. Yeah, this was terrible. I exclude the Rumble matches, which I thought was important for this,
No,
because it was like,
That's
it was.
the antithesis of being important.
No,
It
I
was
didn't.
unimportant to do that.
No, I actually think you're very stupid for that.
Stupid.
I think my list is special and unique
I
and
think what
different.
we settled on, though, is John Cena's Mr. Royal Rumble. According to Don.
Looking
according
down
to
here. I missed, Chris Benoit's on here a couple times. Chris Benoit's on here as many times as John Cena, so if you want to get problematic with it.
They're similar in a lot of ways.
I would say Mankind, I would say Mick Foley.
John Cena wanted
Royal Rumble.
Chris Benoit some dogs.
Just one.
But he
Because
didn't.
it was outlandishly
He
fucking
wanted to.
aggressive, you know what I mean? You know,
If it wasn't for his image, the hit it would have taken, he would have done it.
I don't think he really even give a fuck.
he would have pulled it
Wait, he was
outside.
fucking on that show.
He would have talked.
Anyways, that was our top 10 list for the best pay-per-view matches at the Royal Rumble period.
And how does somebody get involved? By to vote?
Patreon.com/RingRustRadio. Go there and vote who has the best match list.
All right.
We are professional. Let's move on now. Guys, I know you're excited. Somewhere, Mike, BG, and I are on a beach. And the federales are chasing us down.
Holla! If you hear me.
Boo! Because we got Cocaña and we're on vacation. Somewhere, anywhere but here. And you're here
One of the
listening to us.
greatest Royal Rumble matches of all time, Scott Steiner versus Triple H. This is foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm.
I will punch you.
I'm
in
kidding.
the
That was a really
throat.
bad match.
I will
That was a
punch
terrible
you
match.
in the throat, dude. I was so fucking bad right away. You saying that shit.
That might be the most disappointing match ever.
It is.
100%.
Oh my God, he's a WCW guy. I hated Vince McMahon, and some of those choices, that one in particular, that is why I hate Triple H as much as I do. For the record.
I don't know that it was Triple H's fault.
I think it definitely had a lot to
I
do
don't
with
I
it.
think
Triple
Scott
H
Steiner was very fucking injured and shit at that point in his career.
He beat Goldberg too, like a piece of shit. Let's talk about the Royal Rumble. Mike, explain to the people what we're doing.
All right, we're doing a top 10 list, which we really enjoy and don't care if anybody else does or not. We book for ourselves here.
Well, yeah, we booked for the boys.
The top 10 list is the best Royal Rumble pay-per-views of all time.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The top 10 list.
Just a list of years.
We're
I
saying
have
our
here.
list.
We're saying, oh yeah, saying those lists. BJ, how does someone get involved? I'm actually buying time because my Wikipedia is not working. I'm trying to get the Wikipedia for all the Rumbles.
Wait, why do you need to open Wikipedia?
Just so I want to look at the card as I talk about each one.
You should already have this ready.
I have the list of numbers.
Wow.
Wow. You have a big piece of paper with 10 match cards written down?
I have
some notes about who won
I have
and what
on
the top
my
match was.
Microsoft Word, my list, I have what the pay-per-view is, and then parentheses, the major matches.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
care
have
more than me.
something similar.
Good stuff.
It's called
Yeah.
preparation.
H. Go ahead. BJ, did you say how people get involved or no?
Patreon.com/RingRustRadio. Donate there. If you support us in any tier, get to vote and leave a comment. Who has the best top 10 list for the best Royal Rumble pay-per-views ever?
Fuck yeah. Say fuck yeah. Look at me and say fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I didn't ask you to do it.
Oh, you didn't
Oh.
specify.
I meant him, and he knew it right away. That's why he said it.
to say it.
And you were like, I want to play. And we're like, we're grown-ups are talking.
Your audio
Little
sounds
man.
like shit. I just thought you should know.
No, guess what? It sounds
Yeah.
great on my end. The fans right now are chanting my
I
name.
don't
They're
think
like,
you know if it's
Donnie.
on
Sound all static to me.
Yeah.
Ow. All right.
Maybe figure your shit out.
Yeah, it's fine for me.
Yeah.
All right. So
Won't be fine for the listeners, but that's all right. I guess.
it literally is. Stop yelling at me.
I have honorable mentions.
Go ahead.
1999, 2004.
Okay, you have to give me more. I'll
Okay.
I'll just say who won the Rumble. 99 is
99.
the
I have
man.
it.
Vince
I have
won,
it.
yes.
1999, Vince McMahon wins the top match is The Rock and Mankind. 2004, Chris Benoit wins the top match is Triple H with Shawn Michaels.
Oh, hold on, real quick. 2004, considerably higher on my list.
Did not make my list.
Ooh, piece of shit mode, engaged.
I don't celebrate Chris Benoit's Royal Rumble win.
Why? You cannot change its place in history because of everything that happened afterwards.
Mhm.
You could.
Mike might be upset about this. 2018, the winners are Shinsuke Nakamura and Asuka. The top match is Lesnar versus Kane versus Strowman.
Holy race car.
Significantly.
2018, it did make my list, actually.
Mm-hmm. 2003, Brock Lesnar won the top match, Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit. And 1997, Stone Cold wins the top match, Shawn Michaels versus Sid.
That made my list as well. But what was this, the second to last
That
one you
did make
said?
my-
The penultimate one?
2003.
Did not make my list.
Did you say penultimate and then like impressed with yourself?
All right, those are my
Do you
honorable mentions.
understand how hard it is? You work hard at your fucking lists. I work hard at the gimmick. Do you understand me? We're different. Or we're the same. Okay. I'll go first. I'm maybe Mike's mad at me too. I don't know why. But 2018 Royal Rumble, number 10. That's Nakamura. That's Asuka. That was sorry about 40. Sorry about 45. You know what I'm saying? We'll give one back for you guys for that one. And did it in Birthplace of Freedom, which is really classy by us. Yeah, great show overall. And why were you mad at him for not having it or something?
No, I wasn't mad. BG said I would be mad.
But you have it significantly higher than this?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. But it's a great show. That really was. And I chose to not attend it. It's a Philadelphia show. We said fuck you to that show.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I don't forget. I was told that I could never forget.
Never forget. My number 10 is 2007. The Undertaker beat Shawn Michaels in the final two. It's one of the greatest final twos of all time. They have an amazing match to end it, and it's one of the most memorable things for me at any Royal Rumble show. I really want the Undertaker to win. He won. The top match also was Cena versus Umaga, which is a really good match.
That really is a good. Actually, I went back.
Yeah.
That almost made my list. I don't have honorable mentions.
It was a
Let's
pretty
see. That's a
brutal
fun.
list.
Yeah, that's
or
a
brutal match. I mean,
Yeah,
your
it was a really
list was
fun
pretty
match.
brutal. You're right. No,
It's not the greatest I don't think it's the greatest overall card, but those two things really
that's
stood
why
out
it didn't
to me.
make my list. But
Yeah. Honestly, it's very tough to make a top 10 of the Royal Rumble pay-per-views. Because a lot of them
I
are
made it work.
inconsistent shows.
Yeah, you just got to go on the whole. What you enjoyed the most?
Yeah.
I will say this, Mike.
Uh-huh.
I will say this to you because I think this is very important to our conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I was a Bret Hart guy. I got out of wrestling around 2006. I got back into wrestling around 2010.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That means I missed all of the Shawn Michaels Undertaker stuff the second go round.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the end one, the triple threat one. Or what? Not triple threat. Shawn Michaels in his little shorts again. You know what I mean? The what is that? What was the Triple H versus Undertaker?
Oh, he was a referee.
Yeah. What year was that?
That was 2012.
Yeah,
WrestleMania
so
28.
if you got back in 2010, that was Shawn and Taker like WrestleMania 26.
Yeah, and
that was his last.
That was the retirement match.
Yeah.
That match was awesome.
I thought that sucked. I hated Shawn Michaels.
It sucked.
I thought, well, here's the thing. Listen,
It did not suck. It's one of the greatest matches of all time.
No, it's not. It doesn't. It didn't even get 5 stars.
It's one of the greatest matches of all time.
Didn't even get 5 stars. So
I do not give a fuck if we got 5 stars.
I'm just telling you, it didn't get 5 stars. That's a good parameter. Whether
it's not a good parameter.
It is. I mean, it's literally
the worst
everybody
parameter you could have.
Everybody trusts it. So, go ahead.
My number 10. I'll be honest. Probably wearing nostalgia goggles on this one a little bit. Just because, as a kid, for whatever reason, there were 2 WWF VHSs that I watched way more than the others. One was Survivor Series 1990, which interestingly we have a retro for.
Yeah.
And the other one was Royal Rumble 1991. Don't know why, but
was that the cover? Was that the all walking cover?
Yes, that and 92 both had that same type of. That's part of probably why I watched so much, because I love that fucking cover. That
I had 1992, and it's because of Ric Flair.
Yeah, it had both those years have that kind of art on the front, which is amazing.
They kind of replicated that with 2001.
Yes, that's also a cool one. But I watched this over and over. Hogan wins the Rumble, not the greatest Rumble match, but I like the undercard of it. I mentioned it previously on best matches as an honorable mention. The Rockers vs. Orient Express opener for this match is great. Ted DiBiase and Virgil against Dusty and Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
I think
I went back and watched
it
because you were doing
Dustin
that.
Teamed in WWF. And you get the Virgil turn on Ted DiBiase after this match, which was fucking huge reaction from the crowd. Very cool.
That was a really fun match, actually.
Yeah. And
I saw that and I didn't remember it, so I watched it again.
I really like that match. We also get Slaughter vs. Warrior, which not the greatest match, but Macho King interferes, screws over Ultimate Warrior, hits him in the head with his scepter. Slaughter wins. Fucking Iraqi sympathizer Sergeant Slaughter becomes WWF champion.
Yep.
I just feel like very newsworthy show. A lot of cool shit happened on this show. And
nothing cool about an Iraqi sympathizer winning the championship, but sure. Okay.
Well, he got his comeuppance when the racist beat him at WrestleMania. So.
Who's the racist again? Who are we talking about?
Hulk Hogan.
Let me tell you something. He's racist because he likes freedom? Like, don't do this. Don't be disgusting.
I think he was racist because he said the N-word a bunch of times.
No, he said it one time.
I think he said it a bunch of times in the one audio that we have. So who's to say how many
if you had sex last night, it doesn't matter how many times you had sex, you had sex. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I felt like it was on a
one mistake. One mistake. You know what I mean? He's worked really hard to correct that.
He doesn't seem like he has.
Brother.
Why do you like him so much now?
He's on the right side of history, dude. I support WWE Hall of Famers.
Gotcha.
You know, what can I say, dude? You know what I mean?
Dude.
Yeah, Donald Trump, WWE Hall of Famer. Kid Rock, WWE Hall of Famer.
Yikes. This is airing in January, by the way.
Maybe we're on the right.
It aged very poorly.
Honestly, I hope it has definitely aged poorly, no matter what. The whole conversation is just awful. I hope by then all the ads are thrown in the garbage. I'm so over this shit. Okay, are you on number 9?
You're at number 9, Donnie.
2022.
Why? What do you like about it?
Actually, I think the Ronda Rousey win, her and Charlotte at the very end.
Oh wait, this is legitimately one of the worst Royal Rumbles of all time.
2022 that's not true.
Yes, 100% one of the worst Royal Rumbles of all time.
That's Royal Rumble events or
events and the Rumble matches?
No, that's wrong.
Yes,
it's Brock Lesnar beating Drew McIntyre, dude.
Yeah, that wasn't great. Dude. This is the one where everybody said Shane McMahon booked it and fucking ruined everything.
That's not true. This was
and his dad fired him basically after.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Vince was like, "Hey, this booking was not great." Vince said that.
Yeah, and he was wrong because it's my number 9 favorite WrestleMania Royal Rumble of all time.
I can guarantee you.
I think Chris Rollins was awesome for this, I remember.
I can guarantee you, we came on this show the 2 days later, the next day or whatever it was, and we all fucking shat on that pay-per-view.
I guarantee you.
And said this is some of the worst fucking Royal Rumble shit I ever seen.
If somebody wants to go back, I guarantee you I put over Becky Lynch and Doudrop a ton. Because I like that match.
Okay.
I like that match a lot, so yeah.
2022, if he had the worst Royal Rumble pay-per-views, that would be high on my list, I'm pretty sure.
No, absolutely not.
That was bad.
That's so funny.
Very ignorant. See, I don't like this. That's my honest opinion, and you're saying it's like I'm trolling. Fuck you, man. That's how I feel, man.
All right, my number 9 is 2021. This is when Edge returned from injury and won. Bianca Belair won the top match. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens in the last man standing match. The handcuff
botch. Yeah.
But the match was very fun otherwise.
That nearly made my list. That was a fun Royal Rumble. It was a lot better than 2022. I'll tell you that much.
Maybe I got the years wrong. I'm not sure.
You had to. I don't know. My number 9, 2017. You got Orton winning the Rumble, which, well, not the greatest Rumble, but I think the rest of the card was so strong that's why I have it on here. Cena Styles. All right. Cena Styles. Owens Reigns. It's kind of insane that they faced each other 3 times at the Royal Rumble. I think this was the one where Jericho was like in a shark cage. But this was a fun match. I think it was for the U.S. title.
Wait.
And we got
wait. Royal Rumble 2017?
Mm-hmm.
No, Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. Oh, Jericho was in a shark cage. That's right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Right?
Yeah.
That was a fun match, and we got Charlotte Bayley on the undercard of this match also. That's one of the better, I feel like, top to bottom cards.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Neville
I
versus
think if you go back, it's one of the worst. I think everybody says that when you're.
I feel a lot better putting it at 9 than putting 2022 at 9. I can go to sleep at night and feel all right.
That's pretty fucking stupid, man. You should really check yourself. All right, who's next?
Yeah, for number 8.
What do you got next, buddy?
1997. We got to go all the way back to just let's take a trip down memory lane. Stone Cold and the Alamo Dome. But can I tell you something I noticed about the mid-90s? It was a long time before Vince finally realized that Stone Cold was far superior to Shawn Michaels. And then once Shawn Michaels realized that, he took 4 years off to be with God. And that's what I realized. I mean that shit. Because this is still the time when Shawn Michaels was like, I got to main event the show. Right?
It was his hometown.
Look at me. Shut your ass up. Stone Cold won the fucking Rumble. Last limiting Bret Hart. That set up WrestleMania 13, dude.
Well, he's a heel at that point.
I don't give a shit. Stupid ass Shawn Michaels in the main event was like,
Stone Cold was just getting over.
Get out of my face with this garbage.
Like he screws over Bret.
But with that said, one of the best Undertaker matches against Vader. Ahmed Johnson gets a big win for Mike. I see you. I see that in there for you. And that it had honestly the fucking multi-person the Mexicano match was very fun too. So this was a really fun show. I enjoyed this a lot.
Just real quick before we move on, thing I noticed, because I went through each one to jog my memory what each card was. From 88, which was the first one, until through 97. 97 I thought was good. It didn't make my list. It wasn't bad, but really they did not, for the most part, care about putting together an actual great all-around card for the Royal Rumble.
I noticed that also, yeah.
Yeah. They really were just like, oh, we got the Rumble. Doesn't really matter what else we got. So,
well, honestly,
that's why I don't have much representation from 88 to 97 on my list. Well, as much as I'm nostalgic for that time period.
I disagree. I think you're wrong.
Great points.
Mm-hmm. There you go. BJ?
My number 8 is 1998. Stone Cold wins. Got 3 faces of Foley in that. Top match, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels casket match. Mike told us about it. Undertaker's burned alive in the casket afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking awesome. And they're just amazing moments. And really helped set up just kind of the future of the Attitude Era.
I have it significantly higher.
What year was it again?
98.
Did not
That's
make
dumb.
my list.
That's very dumb.
Did not make my
To have 2022 unequivocally one of the worst Royal Rumbles of all time on your list, and not 19.
Again, you keep saying unequivocally to an
Nobody
opinion.
liked it. You didn't like it.
You keep saying unequivocally to an opinion.
You didn't like it.
That's not how that works.
Your opinion was that it sucked.
No, go back and check the tape. Go back and check the tape.
can I be honest with you?
Mm.
I did check like the Royal Rumble again one time and said this is ass. I'm never gonna watch this again.
Disagree.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's
And I love the Royal Rumble. My number 8 is 2016. We got Triple H, baby, winning the fucking Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns had to put the title on the line in the Rumble, which was very fun. And the undercard for this, we got Donnie's favorite fucking Royal Rumble match of all time, Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose.
Very great match.
We got Charlotte versus Becky. And we got New Day versus Usos in the fucking heat of that rivalry, which may be the greatest tag team rivalry.
What year was this?
2016.
2016. Let me look at my
That's a good ass card, guys.
It's a great card.
Did not make my list. Sorry.
You can't make it up. You just can't make it up.
I know. It did not make my list.
Didn't make my list here.
That's fine. You didn't wax poetic about Owens versus Ambrose and put 2022 on your list.
That's
so.
true. I didn't do that.
It was a single match. It was the one.
I only have it at 8, but like to say that it's worse than 2022?
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah, it's cute how he thinks he's cute like that.
It was fun because Triple H won.
Yeah, that's not fun for me. All right, who's
that was
next?
real fun.
You're up for 7.
You 7.
Mike.
Mm-hmm.
You ignorant bitch. It's 1989. First off,
brother, I'm telling you.
I watched the Rumble match back. It was fucking long as shit. Big John Studd is the real deal. Love Big John Studd. Jim Duggan with Bret Hart. Dino Bravo. I actually really like the Rougeau brothers. The Rougeau
brothers? What the fuck?
And the classic Rockin' Robin against Judy Martin.
Fiji.
King Haku. Hold on, King.
Royal Rumble, okay?
I'm looking at it right now.
King Haku against Harley Race. That's a banger. That's a shoot banger. Like those dudes.
I've watched 89 Rumble a lot of times. It's really not a good card.
Yo, real quick.
Really, the booking of the Royal Rumble is asinine because so they brought Big John Studd. He was gone. They brought him back.
Yep.
And then he was like a special guest referee at the WrestleMania coming out of this. Didn't even have a match. And he was like gone within months. So you wasted you're winning the Royal Rumble on fucking Big John Studd for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, didn't he get sick? I thought he was sick.
That's ultimately how he died, but I don't like, did they have big plans for Big John Studd in 89, like years after he was relevant?
I mean, but I don't know.
It was just very weird.
Vince always loved him, and I think, Andre was definitely on his last legs by then, so.
It's so strange that he won this Rumble. Ted DiBiase should have won this Rumble. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. Not putting him over is what we're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Haku against Harley Race. Is there two men you'd rather not fight more than Haku and
they're
Harley
up there.
Race? Like legitimately, like I'd be like, if they were.
I mean, I think I could take Harley now, but
yeah, being dead.
Haku definitely not.
Yeah, even elderly Haku will still fucking jack me up. There's no doubt about that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great pay-per-view though. Mike or BJ, it's you. I'm sorry.
My number 7 is 2019, with Seth and Becky winning in the top match. Top matches really, Sasha and Ronda, and then Brock Lesnar against Finn Balor.
Did not.
Get a little bit higher.
That's
a stacked.
It's a stacked card.
Didn't make my list.
I really enjoyed that one.
It, though.
There's no way you could not.
It didn't make the list, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know what you guys keep saying events. There's only so many Royal Rumbles, and you're not naming any of the ones I have yet.
That makes me really question your list.
Seriously, your shit's wild, dude. You're very wrong about these things. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You wax poetic about your event. Go ahead.
Mike, you're up.
My number 7 is 2023. You have Cody winning his first Rumble.
I was looking at the list. I heard you say Cody. Did not make the list.
Mine is significantly higher.
Oh, really? Very stupid.
This was a very good show. And Cody winning the Rumble is not even the main reason I have it on there, but his final 2 with Gunther, one of the greatest final 2s in Royal Rumble. Rhea winning the Rumble, and they had a great fucking final sequence with her and Asuka and Liv Morgan. And she went the distance to win. And the main event, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens, with Sammy turning his back on the bloodline and saving Kevin Owens. Like, That's a big time fucking Royal Rumble, brother,
Dude,
and it's very dumb
so
to have
awesome.
2022 above that.
Yeah. That was so awesome.
Would
And
never.
I remember texting Mike and George, and we're just like, how is the men's Royal Rumble with Cody coming in?
Right.
How is it not the main event?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
And
they
then we
better have
learned.
something fucking planned that's so big and it's like, oh, you did, and you delivered. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Two great Rumbles and then something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
That's top 10.
Didn't
That's
make
stupid.
my list. Sorry,
That's really,
boys.
what's your number 6 then?
My number 6 is ignorant Mike over here doing his dirty work again, shitting on a great set of matches. 1993.
I just watched this.
Everybody
It's
shits
not a
on
great set of
Yokozuna winning, but that match was awesome. That's a really good Rumble match. I want to hear
It's
it.
not a good Rumble match.
That is
you
a
get
good Rumble
Max
match.
Moon and Skinner
Yeah?
and the Repo Man.
Yes,
and
that's gimmick
Carlos
time.
Colon.
You don't love that shit? You of all people. That's like
I
a
do.
hodgepodge.
I
It's like the
it
gimmick
because
battle
I have
royal.
nostalgia for the time period, but
Yeah.
I can recognize that it's not like a good
No,
Rumble.
fuck that. I don't separate the
grand scheme
two.
of things.
I don't separate my emotions for wrestling. I don't have to.
This was fine.
It's
Overall.
Bam Bam Big Boss Van is awesome. Shawn Michaels and Marginetti. Fuck you, Mike.
Yeah,
Steiner
it was
Brothers, Bret Hart, Razor Ramon. This is a great
It's
show.
a good show. It's a good show.
It's a
It's
damn
not
good
horrible,
show.
but it's not the.
It's
Yeah.
the sixth
seventh
best.
best Royal
It's
Rumble
the
of all time.
sixth best
It's not.
Royal Rumble event of all time, Mike, and we're just getting started.
For the period of time it was in, it was better than
Just
most
getting
of them in
started.
terms of the totality of the
Yeah.
card, but it's not the sixth
I mean, it was the
best.
best one up until 1993.
Mike, I got there early. I got to see Doink.
Okay, don't we?
Against Jim Powers, you talking about the dark match?
Honestly, Jim Powers is on every undercard for 3 years.
He wrestled like every dark match for 5 years.
He did. I'm just. It's wild. I was like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? Go ahead, BJ.
My number 6, a little biased here, I guess. 2002, the winner is Triple H. My favorite wrestlers coming in, win the Royal Rumble. I want them to win.
Lols.
Maven-
Did not. Let me jump in here real quick. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah,
It
I
did
know.
not
Did
make
not
my
make
fucking
us.
list.
Maven eliminates Undertaker. Very
Lols,
surprising.
dude. Yeah, I was really
Very
That was a fun
surprised.
moment.
Hurricane tries to choke slam Stone Cold and Triple H in this. Kurt Angle goes on a tear in this. Top match, Rock and Jericho. You got Flair and Vince McMahon. Back to the Royal Rumble. Yeah, Goldust coming back.
God,
Mr.
dude.
Perfect. Rob Van Dam was in it. It's a stack Royal.
Mr. Perfect being in that and less than the final 3, I think, was my favorite part of that Rumble.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So that number 6.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
My number 6. Could you imagine, like, he's been gone for so long, it's like even hard to fathom, like, what if Mr. Perfect was still alive today?
Can I
What
tell
are you
you
doing?
something? No, can I tell you something honestly, Mike?
Mhm.
I don't know the answer to your question, but when we think about that, I think that there may be no more of an underrated performer who just missed becoming for like a true icon. Like I think that like if he had lived 8 more years and got to do a little more work, had gone somewhere else, got to do stuff a little bit more, and like open himself up to that next generation, I think
He probably would have been like the perfect trainer.
Yeah.
I mean,
if he would be
He
an
had it all.
icon in the same way you look at guys like I was going to say like Dean Malenko, Jerry Lynn, but he's like far more than that.
he could have, like Shawn Michaels is for running NXT, basically, and on top of his
Yeah,
great
but Shawn
career,
Michaels
like,
is a piece of shit and
No,
a total
he's
it
not.
was a bad
He's
person
awesome.
for most of his life.
Oh.
Where Mr. Perfect was fantastic. So okay.
Mike, number 6.
my number 6 is 2020. You've got what I consider the greatest Royal Rumble match of all time. Drew McIntyre winning the men's Rumble.
Did not make.
I know, I got it. You got Charlotte winning the women's Rumble. You've got Daniel Bryan versus The Fiend, which was a very fun match. Not as good as the first Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt match of the Royal Rumble, but still a good match. And you got Becky versus Asuka. That's a strong card. Plus, like I said, I give extra points for it having the best Royal Rumble match ever.
Have it a little bit higher.
All right.
In your opinion, and also incorrect. So
Oh.
I'll say this:
Number 5.
2022 is better.
No, stop. Stop saying
It's
that.
really not. What's your number
Stop
5?
saying that.
I have 2000 next.
significantly
Wow,
higher.
significantly higher.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It was fifth
Dude,
overall, the
that's-
fifth best.
Wild.
Significantly higher.
That's crazy.
No.
5? Come on.
Number 5 overall, yeah. Some real bangers ahead here. Banger
That
alert.
whole card is bangers.
Listen, I will say this looking at it as you go through.
You got
it's pretty
Mae
solid.
Young out there. You got Mae Young out there.
I know what I saw. That's who made me a man.
Yep, she sure did. My number 5 is 2020.
Good pick.
Mike, what's your number
Did
5?
not make my list.
My number 5 is 2019, which I think you mentioned before, BG.
Yep.
You got Becky and Rollins winning the Rumbles. Like, the Becky moment was fucking awesome.
Now looking back, now they really used their clout to put that position in there, didn't
Probably. Asuka and Becky, Sasha and Ronda, Brock versus Finn, and Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. I think like, if you look at that card, like, that's probably the most stacked card in Rumble history. Like, just from top to bottom.
they? Yeah. And it's wild because it did not
Didn't make it.
make my list.
Didn't make the list. It's
Weird. Got a number 4 there, buddy?
Yeah,
What's
I
next?
didn't. I thought
88?
Yeah. Number 4 is actually, Mike, don't you laugh. See, you say shit like that, like 88, because you're no good.
The reason I laugh and I could joke about it is because I watched all this shit over and over again, and I know if it really holds up in the grand
Can I
scheme
tell
or
you
not.
something, Mike? If you're scoring at home, then you should definitely see there is a method to my madness. Okay,
No,
these are my because these are my I value chaos. Okay, and these are some of the most chaotic shows.
So you got 88?
No, sir. I have Mike. I'm turning and I'm looking directly at you when I say this.
92.
Top to bottom, still genuinely awesome. I love it. 1994. 1994.
I mean, okay. No,
Okay, the whole ending sequence, incredible.
It was very impressive.
The
how
casket
Bryan
match.
did it.
Mwah, chef's
Casket
kiss.
match was not good.
IRS and Razor Ramon, better than you think it was. You
No,
know
it
that.
wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I'm telling you right now.
It was.
Whatever you think Razor Ramon versus IRS was, it was way worse than that.
No, and then I had Brett and Owen together with Raven out there. Tatanka Mike. I did, and look, Jim Powers on the pre-show again.
Again, he lost to the Brooklyn Brawler. That's not good. The Rumble match was fine. I did like the finish to it because it was unique. And I liked the angle with Brett and Owen against the Quebecers early in the show. Other than that,
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I really, like, legitimately all going through these now. I see Jim Powers is on, like, the pre-show of, like, damn near every single one of these. Was he, like, fucking Vince or something?
Well, so him and Paul Roma were the Young Stallions in, like, 87, okay?
Yeah, I do know that.
And then Roma ended up being Power and Glory with Hercules, and he was gone by, like, 91.
Oh, my God. This is the dude Paul Roma said he was like, I wouldn't suck dick or something like that, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, right?
But Jim because I'm watching right now. I started on Peacock. Started with 92 because that's like the earliest episodes of Superstars they have on there. So I'm just watching all the episodes of Superstars and the pay-per-views, and then like Raw once it got to 93. And Jim Powers, he lasts as a job guy to like 94, maybe early 95.
Ready for this? Paul Roma alleges male talent were propositioned. Roma claiming that his former tag team partner Jim Powers and other male talent were propositioned for sexual favors during his time in the company.
Well,
holy shit, he's on every pre-show.
He is.
Holy shit, dude.
He was a hell of a hand, if you know what I mean.
You can imagine sucking dick to lose in a jobber match.
He was a hell of a two hands.
Holy
he had
shit.
the technique.
Yeah, I mean, good on him, I guess. Unless it's like predatory, then it's not good on him, I guess.
I mean, if he wanted to do it, then
listen. I'm just noticing a trend. If I was a police officer, I'd be like, have a seat down there, Mr. Patterson.
To be fair, Dwayne Gill, aka Gilbert, was a fucking job guy there for like a decade. So
yeah, but that was because he served a very distinct purpose. You know what I mean? Okay. But yes, 1994, Mike. I don't know why you won't admit how good this was.
I already told you why.
Mm-hmm. And you get 2 winners. So
sure did.
Shit, dude. Sets up WrestleMania 10, dude. You're welcome. Mike or BJ, I'm sorry.
My number 4, Call me a little prisoner of the moment, but a little recency bias. I don't care. 2024. Cody Rhodes wins over CM Punk. Can't believe Punk is back. Bayley wins the Women's Royal Rumble. It had Jade Cargill coming in, Jordan Grace coming in. Top match, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and LA Knight. Logan Paul and Kevin Owens had a great match.
I know what happened. I was just there. I do not need you to
Top
do
to
this.
bottom. No, you definitely didn't remember any of this.
I do.
Because I didn't remember.
It did not make my list, but it would have been on the fringes for sure.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
top to bottom, everything is awesome.
Yeah,
It was very good.
Did not make my list.
Better than 2022. Okay.
You can keep saying that.
That
You
goes
keep
without
saying
saying.
that shit, but it's not true.
My number 4. I think you had it on before, BG, 1998.
Yep.
Stone Cold winning the Rumble. Stone Cold was beyond. So 97 was like kind of, he was just getting over. 98, it was just fucking insane how over this guy was. Like, I love the storyline they had going in, like, to try to take him out before the Rumble. And, everybody, like, thought they showed some bald guy that was taken out backstage, and everybody's like, oh, it was Austin.
So
but it was like 8-Ball or Skull. And then Stone Cold enters the Rumble from, like, the back, and everybody's, like, waiting for him to come out. He just cleans house.
So cool.
3 Faces of Foley, fucking amazing. HBK Taker, casket match was awesome. The Rock vs. Ken Shamrock, BG and I talked about it on the show recently in an email about the Rock's best rivalries. I fucking love The Rock vs. Ken Shamrock. Amazing rivalry over the IC title. So many great matches. I love the 98 Rumble.
Yeah.
Also, the fucking cover of the VHS for that with
Yeah.
Stone Cold's head. Awesome.
Cool.
All my VHS tapes are copies. All there was
You could
usually,
draw it on the front.
dude. You don't. It was the same people who give you hockey fight tapes. So
Yeah.
all the tapes had hockey tape on the like spine of them with written like Dave Brown. I mean, fucking.
We used to like tape what we watched on the Scrambler box, but
Yeah.
I had the actual VHSs too.
Oh, 100%. But I mean, I'm the past events that like we wanted, like anything from Japan. Like
Right.
I got to see. The craziest part now is I think I'm very horribly scarred because of most things in my life, but very lucky in the sense that my uncle really was a total fucking dweeb when it came to that shit. It was like, I saw every Dave Brown fight. I saw fucking every ECW show. I saw Frontier. I remember seeing the Terry Funk explosion match where Onita jumps on top of him and thinking like, this is the pinnacle of wrestling. This is Looney Tunes and wrestling combined. You've achieved perfection as a little kid. And then just, we're very lucky thinking back that we had all that. And even though the inconvenience of having to tape things like Raw and watch Nitro. It's fine though. Go ahead. Who's next?
Oh, that's quite the tangent.
Yeah. Sorry, bud.
It's you, brother.
It's
Number
nostalgia
three.
pop for that. My uncle's dead, bud. That's all I have to think of him is those moments.
It's terrible.
Yeah, you did that. Soaking in it for a minute.
You killed him.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is 2004. Because
make my list.
the best Royal Rumble match of all time, Chris Benoit wins it.
No.
That's my opinion. That's my opinion. That's a bad
I thought you
opinion
always
nowadays.
said 92. I thought you always.
Well,
were
we'll
with
talk about
92.
92 in a minute. But I think this match overall, again, in the moment, I was a huge Benoit guy.
That shows.
Let me say something. 2004, I'm 16 years old. I'm fucking wild-eyed. I'm fucking out there trying to fight the world. Maybe my head's not screwed on straight. I associate with this guy. You know what I mean? We're like the same guy, right?
Yeah, in a lot of ways.
In a lot of ways. What was I saying? The CT kicked in. But yeah, good show. 2004.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yep. I
You know
know.
what? Underrated match on that? Brock Lesnar and Hardcore Holly.
Yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
match. Also, Eddie and
It
Chavo.
was such a
Chavo,
weird
right?
match, but
Wasn't
it
Eddie
wasn't
and Chavo
bad.
on it?
Eddie and Chavo was on with Chavo
Yeah.
Senior there. It was very fun.
That's a really good card.
I know.
Honorable mention on my list. My number 3, 2023. Mike mentioned it, but
2023 did not make
Cody
my
and
list.
Gunther was awesome. Rhea winning was awesome, and Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens put on a hell of a show with Sami Zayn turning was just unbelievable. Just cinema, Donnie.
Cinema.
Yeah, seriously, shut up.
Cinnamon.
Shut up. Jesus Christ, dude. BJ,
my
Mike,
number
I'm
3.
sorry, yours.
My number 3. BG thought I was gonna be mad. They didn't like it, but I'm not mad because I got it number 3 on my list. 2018. Really, the undercard of this is not great. BG mentioned like some Braun Strowman matches, the other top match. That's not the other top match to me. The other top match is AJ versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, which was very fun. But 2 awesome Royal Rumbles on one show. You don't get that super often. The first Women's Rumble with Asuka winning, Knock winning the Men's Rumble. Far cry from what we would get just 4 years later at 2022 Royal Rumble.
I'm fucking catching strays, dude. We're talking your fucking shit. Well, I get involved, man. That's fucking wild shit, dude. But yeah. 2018, it did make my list. It was just 10th best. Just one behind 2002.
Oh, sorry.
2022, I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
Okay, is it my turn?
Two.
My number 2? I gotta go all the way back to Time Machine to 2001.
That's my number 2.
Wow, an actual logical pick.
Yeah, that's my number 2.
Yeah.
That's my number 2.
Wow. Okay.
No shit.
We all have it number 2?
That's the first
right,
time I think
dude.
we've all been aligned on any of these lists.
That's not true at all. Not true
No,
at all.
like we're at the same
So
spot.
all have the exact same thing?
Yeah, that's not definitely not the true. That's
Really?
not the true. I don't know what happened right there.
True?
You
That's not the
think
true.
that there's been another time where we all had the exact same at a certain number?
I do believe that. I do believe that's happened before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I could check that, but I'm not going to.
I'm not going to care either. So.
No, me neither.
Yeah, Dudley Boys versus Edge and Christian, Jericho
Yeah.
Benoit, which we spoke about, some piece of shit, not respecting enough. It was Benoit and Angle you didn't respect enough. That was what it was.
Yeah.
Ivory and China.
I thought you were saying BG didn't respect
No,
Benoit
it's talking to
and
you.
Jericho.
No, I was talking to you because you're a piece of shit.
Oh.
Kurt Angle, Triple H, so they're not all winners. And Stone Cold wins. Great stuff.
Mm-hmm. One of the best Royal Rumbles. Great undercard.
Kane's dominance.
Yep.
One of the greatest ladder matches ever. I mean, that's fucking amazing card.
Yeah. Card. Chat to bottom card.
2001 is an insane year.
Mm-hmm.
Just in general of wrestling.
I was gonna thought you meant our whole life because September
No.
11th. Yeah, a lot of shit. It was a
I mean, yeah.
That was an
year.
insane year.
It was a truly insane year.
I wasn't really
agree.
trying to get into everything else.
Right, the WWF was firing on all cylinders.
Yeah. Then the terrorists came.
I mean, they
and-
weren't.
And life was crazy. And then the Yankees
point.
were fucking stupid.
They were awesome. We're not going to talk
All
about
right,
what happened against
so
the Diamondbacks.
you're number 1, Donnie. What's the best one for you?
All right.
BG and I guarantee we have the same number 1.
I would hope so.
Well, then you go first.
No, you go first.
No, you got a dumb one, so you say it first.
That's not true. You know that's not true.
Oh, is it 92?
Oh, is it
Mike,
92?
Hmm.
BJ, you guys know me. You know me. It's 1992.
Well,
Absolutely top to bottom. You're talking about Orient Express. You got Jim Neidhart and Owen Hart against him this time, bud. You wanted it. You got it. Piper and the Mountie. And you know as kids we liked the Mountie. He was a good heel. He had
I
that
did not
shit-
like
He had that cat. I liked I hated him, which means as a kid I understood my role. You know what I mean?
So-
His cattle prod, legitimately, fucking, I hated that shit. I was like, you can't use that thing, dude.
he in 92 he like got it like over the course of the year he like got a super big one.
Yeah, it was
like
red and yellow.
murdering men in the middle of their
Yeah, seriously. And then and then honestly, another reason why I like this one, I was a huge mark for the Bushwhackers. I fucking loved
They're
him
very
licking
fun.
his head and shit like that. I loved the
You know what I'm not a
Bushwhackers.
mark for though?
What?
A 15-minute Bushwhacker match against the Beverly Brothers.
Well, I really
a long
liked
one.
all the gimmicky stuff with the Bushwhackers as a kid.
I remember when we retroed this and we were like, this is a long match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually love the tag team match with fucking Earthquake and Typhoon against Legion of Doom. That's great shit.
That's
really,
good stuff.
really good stuff. And then Ric Flair winning the fucking Royal Rumble, 1992.
So, because of my nostalgia for it, it was in the running for my number 10 spot. I went with 91 because I thought the overall card was a little bit stronger. But, I mean, the Rumble match itself was great. The opener, New Foundation versus Orient Express was good. Piper beating Mountie for IC title, pretty good. Tag team matches were not too good. It's
Lies.
just, they
Lies.
just
You-
didn't put a lot
shitting
of
on
effort into
LOD
making
for no
great
reason
top to
again.
bottom cards then.
Why do you hate LOD again? Well, I forget what
No,
the
I
whole
like
backstory
LOD, but
that
it was like, it was a fucking
Oh,
countdown
you were a
finish. It wasn't
demolition
anything
guy.
special.
That's right.
Demolition was better in WWF.
You saw guys in bondage, and you're like, I like that more than that.
Brother, as a kid, what was I supposed to think? I'm watching LOD, and they got a fucking puppet.
Yes, but their shoulder pads, dude. Their face paint, their haircut, their buys, their tries. The puppet was silly. It was for little kids. And he was being held by the little guy.
This is dumb.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
You leaned over, you said, Dad, get me Rocco. Come on, get me Rocco, Dad.
No, absolutely not.
Any other comments?
No.
BJ?
No. My number one is my favorite pay-per-view of all time. It's the 2000 Royal Rumble. Taz makes his debut. Kurt Angle have an awesome 3-minute match. Greatest 3-minute match you can ever find.
I gave it a 5. I gave it 5. 5 on the 10.
Hardys and Dudleys, I adore that tables match. I think it's so creative. Jeff doing the Swanton off the cab was fucking awesome.
Oh my God,
Jericho,
this again? You already
China,
talked about this.
Holly. Got New Age Outlaws and the Acolytes. Hard hitting 2.5-minute match. You'll never find a better 2.5-minute match.
You sound like Andrew Skeens right now. Just hard as it's only 2.5 minutes. I only lasted 2.5 minutes. But have you ever felt that power for that period of time?
The explosiveness that I exerted.
It's a phone booth explosiveness we're talking about here. Short distances.
You got Mae Young out there showing everyone.
That's
the longest titties you ever saw.
That's the second. That's not true. I've seen a couple videos. That's the second time you brought up Mae Young, dude. Like this is.
Jacqueline was there too, right?
I was gonna say there's a lot of reasons why I love the Attitude Era, and your love of Mae Young is insane to know why. It explains a lot. Let's just say that.
Then we got my favorite match of all time, Triple H and Cactus Jack in Street Fight. And then The Rock wins against the Big Show in the Royal Rumble. This Royal Rumble has one of the greatest eliminations of all time. Jerry Lawler would not stop watching replays of
poor Ty.
Just getting his fucking face destroyed. Too Cool dancing and Rikishi eliminated him. So much fun. The Rock clearly botches the ending of this, and his feet touch before Big Show falls over. They turn it into a storyline, and it's very fun.
And many years later, we get The Rock walking through the backstage area, and he talks to the Big Show. It's like, hey, you know what? I saw the replay of that. You actually should have won that Rumble. You all right.
Yeah, and no, but he's like, your whole life probably fell apart, and he actually he snaps the fucking computer in half. Remember?
That was incredible.
Honestly, him walking backstage talking to Lana, talking to everybody, that was very great.
Yeah,
you should do that.
100% agree with BG's pick. 2000 Royal Rumble is the greatest of all time. I think the Rumble match itself not as good as like 01 or even 92 to me, but it's still one of the better ones. A big reason for it is because of the Too Cool fucking spot. I just love that so much. And then Rikishi throws them both out. Rock's only Royal Rumble win though, so that was cool. And then just the card itself. Triple H Cactus Jack, one of the greatest matches ever. Taz debut, one of the greatest fucking 30-second things you're ever gonna see in your life. Hardys vs. Dudleys probably is the best tables match. Amazing pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. There you have it.
I've never heard a better ending to fucking. That's how we should end our show every time. There you have it. That's every time I open my.
Not quite as good as that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so, but we do what we can.
Just kind of slur at it, tired. Just be like, there you have it. Hope everybody had a good night tonight.
Go vote. Patreon.com/RingRustRadio.
I thought you meant in the election.
I was like, save your leftist Marxist bullshit, okay? I don't need your stuff, man.
Who are you talking to?
Patreon.com/RingRustRadio.
Anyone who will listen.
No one wants to listen to you.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the numbers. All right, guys. Big thank you to everybody. Go vote. Bye.